Good evening, YouTube. Snow Rider here with another interesting product review for you. Today we're going to take a look at fist holster, leather holster. Fist holster, I think, is out of New York. And I purchased this nice leather holster for my 1911. And just thought I would do a review and share that with you. So I purchased this. I guess it's been a while now. It's been in storage because I've been in the process of moving, but I bought this in the mahogany color, and it is an in the waistband or outside the waistband model. So you can run it using the belt loops on the inside of the waistband and run it on the outside of the waistband with these slots here. Like I said, I purchased it for my use with the 1911. I will say that the color is beautiful, nice, beautiful mahogany, and the fitment of this holster is excellent. The retention is great, and I don't seem to have any issues with the holster contacting my precious night sights. Give you a good look of what the inside there looks like. I don't have any issues with the leather peeling off or balling up and being left on the gun. Some holsters, low quality of leather, it'll kind of shred on the inside there, and then when you pull your gun out, you have all sorts of little leather pieces and stuff all over it. But I don't have that issue with this holster. It's seems to be of pretty high grade quality leather. The edging is done very nicely. It's nice and smooth, and looks like they took some time in kind of sanding that down and prepping it. Stitching is done. The stitching looks really nice. It is kind of a one run stitch there. A lot of holster manufacturers will actually do a double stitch, and I have some double stitch right there, and right back here, kind of where they ended the stitching. Oh, sorry, not right there, just right there. But all in all, the stitching looks great. It's straight, it's tight, and it's just not double stitched like some manufacturers will do. There is the hardware seems to be of okay quality. There is some sort of a coating on the front of this, and then what appears to be brass underneath the button there, and that's starting to peel off. I haven't used this holster at all, so I bought it and waited about 3 months, gave him a call, was still in the process of being made or whatever, 4 months, 5 months. It took about 6 months to get this bad boy. And when I got it, I was in the process of moving. So I took a quick look at it and kind of set it aside. My firearms were packed up and in storage. So it took a while for me to get to it. One thing I will say is the boning that was done was pretty poor. So you can kind of see areas all over where they ran out of the groove. There's some there, and kind of down in here, a bad one right there. And then there's this one, this big long one right there. I don't know if that's supposed to be there, but it doesn't really look like it is. Just kind of misses all over in there. So I'm really not satisfied with the boning, and I think you can kind of see why. The other issue, kind of a big issue for me, is how the safety is going to sit. So 1911, I'm going to run this with the hammer back and the safety engaged, right? That's kind of standard carry for a 1911. And one of the things is, because I like to carry this pistol that way, how is the holster molded? Is it molded with the safety in the off position or molded with the safety in the on position? One of the things that you'll find when you start to look at holsters is that a lot of manufacturers mold to blue guns or mold guns that have the safety in the off position. I'm not sure why you would ever do that, but that's kind of the case. So I contacted Fisk before I purchased this, and I asked them, hey, what position is the safety in when you guys mold the gun or mold the holster? And of course they said, well, it's in the on position, I believe is what they said. But I wanted to confirm, and when I got the holster, this is kind of what it looked like. It really doesn't even look like, I mean, it's almost like somebody just took a tool and gave it a couple of scrapes, and that's it. I was kind of hoping for, you know, more of a mold to the safety. And I know this nice bodyguard there can be challenging for manufacturers to maintain the bodyguard and also, you know, have it set up so when you pull it, it doesn't mess with your controls. And I haven't used this holster while I carry this sidearm at all, just because well, first of all, I don't really carry this often, but second of all, I'm just nervous that it's gonna flip the safety off while I'm carrying it, and this thing has a really light trigger. So I really haven't used this holster to carry, and so I just kind of wanted to show you guys my opinion on this holster. It's about $150, so it's kind of up there in the price. You know, it's certainly not the most expensive, but there are a lot of holsters out there for less than $150. I would probably reconsider the purchase had I known that it was going to have that issue and then the boning quality. But all in all, it's an option out there for you. They've been around for what appears to be a long time, and it appears that they've sold a lot of holsters. So give them a look. They have a number of different models out there, probably something that is going to suit your style. And just the one thing that you really want to make sure of when you buy a holster, that you intend to use a manual safety, that you make sure that that holster has preparations, one, for a safety, and two, that the safety is in the on position if you intend to carry it that way. So there you have it, YouTube. Look for my other reviews and shoot your feedback my way. Thanks.